Hi, hey, girl. So, we watch TV or whatever. And yes, forever, Netflix, our girl, Mira, aka Miss Girlfriend's Black Lightning. Love is, yes, her. She has done it again along with Regina King on the directing side. We have a beautiful coming of age love story set in Los Angeles, our backyard. Yes, yes, yes. It is based on a book by Judy Blume. Yes, that Judy Blume. If you're a millennial, then you know about them books, child. Listen, this is a 12 out of 12. It's a hit. It's a binge watch. It's, an hour. It's like an hour, 45-minute long episodes. I watch this along with clients. This is a beautiful love story that is going to bring back so many um, revelations and so many memories for you. If you ever had a first love, if you were, a West Coast girl, because they show our city with so much love and care. They show young black love. They show black love on every level. They show black parenting. This is just a beautifully well written, amazingly cast situation here. Okay, this is about Justin and Keisha. They fall in love. The backstory is Keisha had a little situation with a fake LeBron James, big man on campus at a bleach school, and he got, talked into releasing some private video that him and Keisha had did. Keisha didn't know, so it's like a X tape that's going around. She has to leave her school because of it. She transfers. That's like the backstory on top of the love story being, the gist of the show. Now, Justin is a basketball player that comes from a two-parent household. Think about it. They done brought Avon Barksdale. Okay, Avon is a daddy. Eric is his character. That was shocking to see him just play a dad. I was like, look at Avon. And you have Justin's mom, Dawn. Now, Dawn is a helicopter parent. Yes, hold on to that. Black helicopter parents exist. And on top of her being a black mama, she was stressing this boy out the whole show. Okay? It was, she was overbearing. It was a mess. But she really loves her son and she wanted to see him be successful. She's, a Northwestern graduate. The father, Avon, aka Eric, is a restaurateur. He has, a couple different restaurants. He's successful. So you see parenting from a single mother standpoint with Keisha and her mom, Shelly, who is the lead for Love Is. Wait till y'all see that. It's just going to bring back the nostalgia of Love Is. You're going to be like, oh my God, they did stay together. They had a baby. It's crazy. This series was really, really well written. And it shows, the different dynamics of young love and then just love in general and the ups and downs and the pressures of, teenage love. And then, you going into adulthood, you going into college. Um, you have Lovey Simone, who's amazing. If you remember her, she's from Greenleaf. Okay, she plays this role incredibly well. If they did us right, she would get nominated for something. You know what I mean? She deserves something, an award for this. She did an amazing job. She played the well role. She comes from a single mom, Shelly, and it just shows the dynamics. She had to step into the adult role because she hid this X tape situation from her mom. Her mom didn't know what was happening. And to think she was carrying all that weight by herself. Think about, she shows like all of the emotional hurdles and hoops that she jumps over to protect her mom. At most times, when you're an only child to a single mom or the oldest, you kind of are the parent sometimes in the role. You flip flop back and forth with your mom. So it showed that relationship, that dynamic. She definitely played this role well, and it was a perfect fit. On the other side of the fence, you have Justin, who has the pressures of being perfect and doing everything the way his mom wants it to be done. And that was really eye-opening to see. You see the two-parent household, because they swear up and down in our community that they don't exist, but yes they do. You speaking of one. And then you see the flip side of a single parent household, but she has a village and she has a dad. You know, her dad is away playing baseball, her grandfather is there, she has cousins who are there, she has a village. So it just kind of shows the difference in parenting and the similarities. Like, as a black community, we want our kids to be successful, we want them to do, to do well. You have the stressors of going to a all white school, being in these situations where Justin is in this situation, and he definitely figures out that he don't want to be in this situation. Keisha opens him up, and just like a black woman, and helps him find his voice. He helps her find her voice. He helps her find her voice. He definitely helps her through the situation of the X tape being out there. He doesn't care that she has one. He falls in love with her, and he really stands 10 toes down with her. Now, you're going to see so many things about our culture. Like, West Coast culture is here. Their favorite thing is like ramen, and you're going to see so many parts of the city that will just make you smile. They ride in a bus, they ride in a train. You're going to see our Martha's Vineyard, the Black Martha's Vineyard. Yes, that is beautiful and eye-opening, that whole scenario and backdrop that they were able to pull that in too, because people don't think that we go away on vacation during the summer, and we do. And we go to beautiful places. We have our own places and our own spaces, and I'm so proud that Regina King was directing this, because it got to show the black community in such a light, a beautiful light. And this is a love story that has some triggering, it has some triggering parts, because the X tape going around and circling, and you see her struggling to deal with this on her own because she's afraid to tell her mom, and then you see the village come around. You see Dawn, who finds out about the sex tape, which is Justin's mom, and you see her wrap her arms around Shelly, Keisha's mom, to help her through this horrible scenario of a clear woman coming up to her in Martha's Vineyard telling her about the X tape so freely. Like, oh, I'm happy she got her life together. When the fake LeBron did it because he was under pressure from the kids at the bleach school to prove that black girls give better BJs than white girls. Oh, yeah, this had so many layers to it. This show is definitely a must see. It's a 12 out of 12. I don't want to give everything away, but I will tell you guys, watch this with your girls. Get together and watch with your girls, because it's the nostalgia of it all. If you had a first love, you are going to think about everything, even them being each other's first. It's just a beautifully written, well presented presentation of black love.